O Israel. The call never died. From the south, the lost sheep rise.
Israel, keep the faith. Israel, keep the commandments. Lost sheep. Order of Melchizedek. Tupelo, Mississippi. Israel, keep the faith. Israel, keep the commandments. Lost sheep. Order of Melchizedek. Michael, keep the faith. Stephen, keep the commandments. Cortez, keep the faith. KG, keep the commandments. Israel, keep the faith. Israel, keep the commandments. Lost sheep. Order of Melchizedek. Tupelo, Mississippi. We love the Most High. We serve the Most High. We love the Most High. We serve the Most High. Tupelo, Mississippi. Israel, keep the faith. Israel, keep the commandments. Lost sheep. Order of Melchizedek. Tupelo, Mississippi. Israel, keep the faith. Israel, keep the commandments. Lost sheep. Order of Melchizedek. Michael, keep the faith. Stephen, keep the commandments. Cortez, keep the
Israel away. 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 Open your keep his love. Israel. Everyone. Israel away. Statutes. Stop. Commandments. Stop. Right laws. Stop. Statutes. Stop. Commandments. Stop. Chosen people. Israel. Chosen people. Israel. Israel. Awake now. Stand now. Awake now. Stand now. Blessed are they that do his commandments. Blessed are they that do his commandments. That they may have right to the tree of life. Tree of life. Tree of life. Through the gate. Through the gate. Through the gate. Into the city. Into the city. Into the gates. Into the city. Keep the commandments. Hold the faith. Kingdom coming. Hold your blade. Israel away. Israel away. Israel arise. Israel arise. one. Keep his love, keep his love, keep his love.
Can y'all brothers hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Okay, all praise to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. So, family, welcome to Order Melchizedek, Tupelo, Mississippi. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for Put Your Weight on It Fridays. I am your beloved brother, Stephen Israel, in the building. We want to say welcome to all Israelites that scattered to the four corners of the earth. No matter where you may find yourself in this captivity here tonight, you are welcome on our channel, which is the Most High's channel. So we came here tonight to bring you the word of the Most High God, to dispensate the word, to put in this work, to try to lift a few sins up off our backs. So, family, with that being said, I want you to get you something to write with, get your notepad, get your notebook, get your pen or your pencil, get you something to write on, but most importantly, get your Bible out, get your sword. Follow along with us in the scriptures tonight as we go through the word of God. We'll also be looking into the book of the 12 patriarchs. We'll be looking into the book of Jasher. We'll also be looking into the book of Jubilees tonight. So, family, I just want to let everybody know that we are not a hate group. We don't hate anyone because of their race, their religion, or their gender. We are a Bible-based group, and we teach from the 1611 King James Version Bible, including the Apocrypha. So with that being said, welcome all the people in the bushes, people from the UK, people from Africa, wherever you might be tonight. The title of the lesson tonight is The Architects, plural, part 3. In part 1, we witnessed the laying of the foundation through Leah's affliction and the births of Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah. The Most High began constructing a nation from a family. We learned that every architect carried their strengths, their weaknesses, their gifts, and responsibilities that would eventually shape the future of the house of Israel. In part 2, we examined how those gifts developed into the framework of the nation. We saw warriors, priests, kings, and leaders emerge from the sons of Jacob. Through the scriptures in the 66, also in Jasher, Jubilees, and ancient traditions, we discovered that these men were far more than names in genealogy. They were the living stones from which Israel would be built. Now tonight we arrive at part 3. The foundation has been laid. The framework has been erected. The architects have been introduced. Now it's time for us to look into the blueprint. As we continue tonight with Dan and move through Naphtali, Gad, Asher, Issachar, Zebulun, Joseph, and Benjamin, we will discover that every tribe carried a prophetic identity. Their characteristics were not random. Their strengths were not by accident, and their blessings were not merely for their generation alone. When Jacob spoke in Genesis 49, he was not simply blessing his sons, he was unveiling the future of the entire nation of Israel. When Moses spoke in Deuteronomy chapter 23, he was confirming the blueprint that the Most High had already established. the judgments of Dan, the swiftness of Naphtali, the warfare of Gad, the prosperity of Asher, the understanding of Issachar, the expansion of Zebulun, the preservation of Joseph, and the courage of Benjamin. Each tribe reveals another piece of the Most High's design. As we examine these architects, we must remember that their story is also our story. Their victories are our victories. Their failures warn us. Their prophecies reveal the hand of God working through the generations. The blueprint that began in Genesis did not only end with Jacob. It continued through the book of Judges. It continued through 1st and 2nd Kings. It continued through captivity after captivity. It continued through the dispersion, and it continues all the way to the restoration of Israel spoken by the prophets. So tonight we continue our journey through the blueprint. The master architect has drawn the plans. Now let us examine that structure. So we're going to start in Genesis chapter 49 tonight. And KG or Cortez, either one of y'all, whoever going to read for me starting out. Let's go to Genesis 49 and let's read verse 1. And shalom to everybody in the chat. Shalom, family.
KG, you starting or you want me to start, Hebrew?
You can start it.
All right. Genesis 49 and 1. And it reads, And Jacob called unto his sons and said, Gather yourselves together that I may tell you that which befall you in the last days. Gather
And
yourselves.
Jacob, that's
My
all.
bad.
That's all. That's just that one.
Okay, my
And
bad.
Jacob called unto his sons and said, Gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days. This is powerful because it's prophecy. And we will be dealing with prophecy a lot in this lesson tonight. So, brother, let's pick that up in that same book of Genesis. Let's go to Genesis 29 and let's start with verse 33.
All right. Genesis 29.
Can we get the scriptures on the screen, KG?
Yeah, they on there. They up there.
Okay, I can't see it. My bad. Go ahead.
Mhm.
All right, all praise.
Genesis 29 and 33, and it reads, And she conceived again and bare a son, and said, Because the Lord hath heard that I was hated, he has therefore given me this son also. And she called his name Simeon. And she conceived again and bare a son, and said, Now this time will my husband be joined unto me, because I have borne him.
Salakia, Hebrew. Salakia. That's on me.
Okay.
Genesis 30 and 6, bro. My bad.
Okay.
Genesis 30 and verse 6.
Genesis 30 and 6. And Rachel said, God has judged me, and has also heard my voice, and hath given me a son. Therefore called she his name Dan.
So Rachel said, God has judged me, right? Now let us remember, family, up to this point, Leah has been the one that the Most High has opened up her womb to her husband. Up to this point, Rachel has felt like she was unworthy. She have felt left out because she wasn't able to give her husband any children. Not only was Rachel proud about this, even though this wasn't her biological child. This child was born through her handmaid, Bilhah, which she asked her husband to marry. She gave Bilhah to Jacob to wife. And he went into her and she conceived. And she bare Jacob a son. But by the law of Israel, by our laws, this was technically Rachel's son. That's why she said, God had judged me and had also heard my voice and have given me a son, therefore call his name Dan. So Dan came from a handmaid. He didn't come from Rachel or Leah, right? Now let's talk about Dan just a little bit. Dan was good at discernment. That was his strength. But he had a weakness. And Dan's weakness was idolatry. Dan couldn't help himself from serving idol gods. He couldn't help himself from wanting to do what the nations did around him. That was his weakness. So, Brother Cortez, let's go to Genesis 49 and let's read verses 16 through 18.
All right. Let me know when you're ready.
Let me get it on the screen.
Okay.
Let me know when you're ready, KG.
It's on the screen.
All right, let's roll.
Genesis 29. Verse
49.
16. 49.
49.
49. That was on me. 49, verse 16. All right. And it reads, Dan shall judge his people as one of the tribes of Israel. Dan shall be a serpent by the way, an adder in the path, that biteth the horse heels, so that his rider shall fall backward. I have waited for thy salvation, O Lord. Gad, a troop, shall overcome him.
Good.
My bad.
That's good. So Dan shall judge his people as one of the tribes of Israel. Dan shall be a serpent by the way. He shall be a serpent by the way. And adders in the path that biteth the horse heel, so that his rider shall fall backwards. Anybody that ride a horse that get bit by a snake, because that's what an adder is, and that's what a serpent is, and you fall backwards, you probably gonna break your neck. And if you don't break your neck, you gonna be hurt pretty bad. So this is how the scriptures describe Dan, because Dan was an idolater. All right, Cortez, let's go and leave Genesis. Let's go to the book of Judges, and let's go to chapter 18. And we're going to start at verse 1. Judges 18 and 1.
All right. Where we stopping at?
I'll tell you when to stop, Hebrew.
Okay. All right. Judges 18 and 1. And it reads, in those days there was no king in Israel. And in those days the tribe of the Danites sought them an inheritance to dwell in. For unto that day all their inheritance had not fallen unto them among the tribes of Israel. And the children of Dan.
Okay. So let's look at this, right? It's saying in those days there was no king in Israel. And in those days the tribe of the Danites sought them an inheritance to dwell in. For unto that day all their inheritance had not fallen unto them among the tribes of Israel. Now we know that as our people established themselves, each tribe would get their portion, they would establish their city, whatever city they was gonna live in. They would get there, they would get their wives, they would procreate and create a family, right? Now at this time, Dan don't have an inheritance yet. So he looking for it, right? He trying to find his inheritance. He waiting on it. All right, Cortez, go ahead, pick it up at 2.
All right, verse 2. And the children of Dan sent of their family 5 men from their coast, men of value, from Zorah and from Eshtaol, to spy out the land and to search it. And they said unto them, Go search the land. Who, when they came to Mount Ephraim, to the house of Micah, they lodged there. When they were by the house of Micah, they knew the voice of the young man, the Levite. And they turned in hither, and said unto him, Who brought thee hither? And what makest thou in this place? And what hast thou here? And he said unto them, Thus and thus dealeth Micah with me, and hath hired me, and I am his priest. And they said unto him, Ask counsel, we pray thee, of God, that we may know whether our way which we go shall be prosperous. And the priest said unto them, Go in peace, before the Lord is your way wherein ye go. Then the 5 men departed, and came to Laish, and saw the people that were therein, how they dwell careless, after the manner of the, how you say that, Zidonians, quiet and secure. And there was no magistrate in the land that might put them to shame in anything. And they were far from the Zidonians, and had no business with any man. And they came unto their brethren to Zorah and Eshtaol, and their brethren said unto them, What say ye? And they said, Arise, that we may go up against them, for we have seen the land, and behold, it is very good. And are ye still? Be not slothful to go, and to enter to possess the land. When ye go, ye shall come unto a people secure, and to a large land, for God has given it into your hands, a place where there is no want of anything that is in the earth. And there went from thence of the family of the Danites, out of Zorah and out of Eshtaol, 600 men appointed with weapons of war. And they went up and pitched in
Kirjath-jearim,
Kirjath-jearim in Judah. Wherefore they called that place Mahanadan unto this day. Mahanadan unto this day. Behold, it is behind Kirjath-jearim. And they passed thence unto Mount Ephraim, and came unto the house of Micah. Then answered the 5 men that went to spy out of the country of Laish, and said unto their brethren,
and come unto their brethren, do ye know that there is in these houses an ephod, and a teraphim, and a graven image, and a molten image? Now therefore consider what ye have to do. And they turned thitherward, and came to the house of the young man the Levite, even unto the house of Micah, and saluted him. Now we know Micah is the prophet, right? This is Micah the prophet. Now y'all listen. And the 600 men appointed with their weapons of war, which were of the children of Dan, stood by the entering of the gate. And the 5 men that went to spy out the land went up, and came in thither, and took the graven image, and the ephod, and the teraphim, and the molten image. And the priest stood in the entering of the gate with the 600 men that were appointed with the weapons of war. And these went into Micah's house, and fetched the carved image, the ephod, and the teraphim, and the molten image. They said the priest unto them, What do ye? And they said unto him, Hold thy peace, lay thine hand upon thy mouth, and go with us, and be to us a father and a priest. It is better for thee to be a priest unto the house of one man, or that thou be a priest unto the tribe and a family in Israel. And the priest's heart was glad, and he took the ephod and the teraphim and the graven image and went into the midst of the people. So they turned and departed and put the little ones and the cattle and the carriage before them. And when they were a good way from the house of Micah, the men that were in the houses near Micah's house were gathered together and overtook the children of Dan. And they cried unto the children of Dan, and they turned their faces and said unto Micah, What aileth thee that thou comest with such a company? And he said, Ye have taken away my gods which I made, and the priests. And ye are gone away, and what have I more? And what is this that ye say unto me? What aileth thee? And the children of Dan said unto him, Let not thy voice be heard among us, lest angry fellows run upon thee, and thou lose thy life, and the lives of thy household. And the children of Dan went their way, and when Micah saw that they were too strong for him, he turned and went back unto his house. And they took the things which Micah had made, and the priests which he had, and came to Laish unto a people that were quiet and secure, and they smote them with the edge of the sword, and burnt the city with fire. And there was no deliverer, because it was far from Zidon, and they had no business with any man. And it was in the valley that lieth at Bethrahab, and they built the city and dwelt therein. And they called the name of the city Dan, after the name of Dan their father, who was born unto Israel. Howbeit, the name of the city was Laish at first. And the children of Dan set up the graven image. And Jonathan, the son of Gosham, the son of Manasseh, he and his sons were priests to the tribe of Dan unto the day of the captivity of the land. And they set them up Micah's graven image, which he made all the time that the house of God was in Shiloh. Now give me 1 second, family, because I want to double check something on this Micah. Okay, hold on 1 second. Michael or Micaiah or Michael, who is like God, the sixth in order of the minor prophets, a native of Mersham. He prophesied during the reign of Jotham, Ahaz, Hezekiah of Judah, and was contemporary with the prophet Hosea, Amos. Okay, I was right. I was just double checking because I knew that was the prophet Micah. Now we see that as soon as Dan got his inheritance, what did he do? He set up graven images.
Yeah, he went to worshiping other gods with graven images.
He set up idol gods. This is what happened to the tribe of Dan. This is why you don't hear anything about the tribe of Dan right now to this day. Now, KG, pull up the testaments of the 12 patriarchs, and let's look at Dan, the testament of Dan.
Can y'all hear me, Hebrew?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm having technical difficulty. Okay, we good.
All right, Levi. We almost done, bro. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Judah. How to get on? Look up. You know what page that it's on? That's Issachar.
No, I don't have my book with me.
Zebulon. There you go. All right, I found
It's
it.
gonna be right after Judah.
Finna say it's different on this one. They had Issachar and Zebulon in between it.
Okay.
I found it though.
All right, we're gonna start at chapter 1.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
Hold on, cause I can't see the hold on 1 second, Hebrew. Hey Mike, can you adjust that mic and take that background down so I can see the scriptures up there?
You can't see the scriptures at all on your end?
No, I can't see them at all.
Try leaving out and coming back in. Cause they on the screen.
Yeah,
Brothers and sisters, you
Hey, it was
can't
too
see.
hard for me to get in, KG.
Oh, okay. Say less. Say less. Brothers and sisters, can y'all see the scriptures on the screen? If you can, drop a 1 in the chat, please. If you don't mind. Making sure everybody else can see them.
Hey, I can see him. I can see him on my end.
Okay, well, it's my computer. I know my computer lagging.
Yeah, I can see him.
Okay, all praise.
All right, yeah, chat can see them.
Okay, well, it's me then. All right. Well, let's pick it up. Let's pick it up at chapter 1, Cortez.
All right. You going back to Genesis 20.
No, we
You
in,
talking about
we in
this right here? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Hold on. Let me try to blow it up. I was saying I can see it. I don't know if I can read it though.
I got you. I
I
got
was
you.
I
gonna
can
say,
read it
yeah.
right here.
I got it.
I got it.
Okay. Yeah, I
Okay,
can't
go
read it. it's too small for me.
Yeah, I can read it.
Go ahead, bring it up.
All right. This is the book of Dan, chapter 1 and 1. A copy of the words of Dan, which he spoke to his sons at the last of his days, in the 125th year of his life. Assembling his clan, he said, Sons of Dan, hear my words. Give heed to what is uttered by the mouth of your father. I have made proof in my heart and in my life that truth with honest dealings is good and well pleasing to God, while falsehood and anger are evil because they instruct mankind thoroughly in every evil. My children, I confess to you today that in my heart I rejoiced over the death of Joseph, and a man who was true and good. I was glad about the sale of Joseph because Father loved him more than the rest of us. For the spirit of jealousy and pretentiousness kept saying to me, you too are his son. And one of the spirits of Beliar, or Satan, was at work within me, saying, take this sword and with it kill Joseph. Once he is dead, your father will love you. This is the spirit of anger that persuaded me that as a leopard sucks the blood of a kid, so should I suck the blood of Joseph. But the God of Jacob, our father, did not allow him to fall into my hands so that I might find him alone, nor did he permit me to accomplish this lawless act, lest 2 tribes be lost from Israel.
Stop right there. Now we see that Dan, in his old age, was speaking wisdom, right? Because he said, and one of the spirits of Beliar, Satan, was at work within me. So he's confessing that there's a spirit out there, a spirit of Satan, that'll get on you. And the spirit was telling him, take this sword. Listen to how in depth he's saying that this spirit was talking to him. He said, take this sword and with it kill Joseph. And then it went on to tell him, and once he's dead, now then your father gonna love you. See, our forefathers left these writings for us to learn from. He said, this is the spirit of anger that persuaded me. See, that spirit of anger is a murder spirit. The spirit of jealousy, that's a murder spirit. He said, that persuaded me that as a leopard sucks the blood of a kid, like the leopard sucked the blood of a baby goat or a baby lamb, so should I suck the blood of Joseph. This is what this demonic spirit is telling this brother. He said, but the God of Jacob, our father, did not allow it. He didn't say that if I could have got my hands on him, I wouldn't have did it. He said that the Most High didn't allow this to happen. He said, because if it would have happened, 2 tribes would have been lost from the house of Israel. All right, go ahead, KG.
All right. Chapter 2 and verse 1. And now, my children, I am dying, and I say to you in truth that if you do not guard yourselves against the spirit of falsehood and anger, and love truth and forbearance, you will perish. There is blindness in anger, my children, and there is no angry person who can perceive the face of truth. For even if one is his father or mother, he treats them as enemies. If it is a brother, he does not recognize him. If it is a prophet of the Lord, he misunderstands. If it is a just man, he is unaware of him. If a friend, he ignores him.
Stop right there. Now he telling you what anger will do to you. He said anger will blind you. He said anger, he said, and there is no angry person who can perceive the face of truth. Because what our forefathers teaching us is that when you angry, you don't see the truth. All you see is your perspective. He said, for even if one is his father or mother, he treats them as enemies. When you angry, brothers, y'all know this. When you get angry, what do people say? I saw red. I ain't had no understanding. I turned up. That's because the spirit of Satan is on you.
Hey, it said it gives it a right there in that 3:2. It says that the body, it provides the body with a peculiar power.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When you angry, you become strong. You get strong when you angry. You can do some stuff when you mad you would have never been able to do if you wasn't angry. And then he say, there is a blindness in anger. That's why people say when I get angry, I see red. Because there's a blindness in anger.
You know, also they say I blacked out.
That's right.
That's blindness.
Read that verse 4, KG.
All right. 1 second. All right. For the spirit of anger ensnares him in the nets of deceit, blinds his eyes literally, darkens his understanding by means of a lie, and provides him with his own peculiar perspective.
See, when you're angry, whether you right or wrong, you ain't got no understanding from nobody else. And see, the reason why I added this 12 patriarchs to this lesson is because I want to show each and every one of the powers, the strengths, the weaknesses of our forefathers. But I also wanted to show y'all, family, when they get down to the end of their life and their children come and sit around their beds, they start to spew wisdom and understanding and knowledge and give them words of wisdom to use throughout their life. See, something about when people get old, they ain't got no lies to tell no more. When people get old, you know how old people is, they gonna speak their mind. They gonna say whatever they feel like they want to say. Y'all brother got anything on that?
Well, you know, it's good to hear how our forefathers dealt with emotions. See, they was teaching the young men, the patriarchs their sons that was coming after them, and their grandsons and their great grandson, about the emotions, anger emotions, dealing with your
Mhm.
lust emotions. And all of
Mhm.
these emotions our forefather was telling us to deal with. You see what I'm saying, Hebrew?
Oh yeah,
Anger. We know what anger do to a person. We all been angry before. And some of us took it to a whole nother level when we was angry. But then
Mhm.
but that spirit of anger leaves you once you get locked up behind them bars. Then that spirit will leave you. It'll leave you there all by yourself. Then that's when the spirit of reason to come back on you, and then you'll say, "Lord, what have I done?"
just
Mhm.
like the young brother Carmelo, right?
Right.
You know, we stand with the young brother because he was defending himself, right? But then he was angry, and when that anger spirit came on him, he acted out. And when he realized what he had done, it was too late. And that's what we got to take from these scriptures that our forefathers left us for our learning.
Yeah. Like husband and wife get into it, argument, and both say harsh words toward one another out of the spirit of anger. And then once that anger or the atmosphere cools down between those two, the man and the woman feel kind of bad for what they said to one another.
That's right. That's why you got to be careful what you say because you can't take words back.
Uh-uh.
Mhm. This
KZ, I want you
actually
to
goes.
read 4 and 5 together whenever you start back reading.
Okay, this actually goes into my lesson for the Shabbat tomorrow, having to, deal with the your emotions, you know, facing the emotions whether rather than dealing with your emotions, listening to your emotions instead of listening to the Holy Spirit and the trouble that get you in. So our praises for that. This is like a leading segment into that. You said you wanted 4 and 5 though, right?
Yeah, read them together because they go together. Read those two together.
All right. Chapter 2 and verse 4. For the spirit of anger ensnares him in the nets of deceit, blinds his eyes literally, darkens his understanding by means of a lie, and provides him with its own peculiar perspective. By what means does it ensnare the vision? By hatred in the heart. It gives him a peculiar disposition to envy his brother.
You see that? Anger produces envy, or envy produces anger. Either way you want to put it. And what comes behind that hatred in the heart?
Mm-hmm.
And then chapter 3 and verse 1 said, anger is evil, my children, for it becomes the motivation force of the soul itself.
You're not operating off reason anymore. You just letting that anger drive you to do whatever you feel is necessary to be done within those moments or in those situations where you're consumed by your anger.
That's right, bro. Verse 3
That's why
says,
go ahead,
go
Hebrew.
ahead, Mike.
Go ahead. That's
Go
why the
ahead.
scriptures say anger or oppression will make it a wise man mad. This
Mm-hmm.
oppression makes us what? Angry, but we got to control that anger. It's levels to controlling anger. When that anger just overtakes you, the voice of reasoning leaves,
Go out the window.
go out the
Mm-hmm.
window.
Mm-hmm. Look at what that 3 and 2 say, KG. Read that.
3 and 2. The force has strange effects on the body of the angry man. It dominates his soul and provides the
Wait. It does what to his soul?
it dominates his soul.
It dominates his soul. Anger dominates the soul. Go ahead, Hebrew.
It dominates the soul and provides the body with a peculiar power so that it can accomplish every lawless act.
Keep reading.
All right, verse 3. When the soul acts, it justifies whatever is done since it lacks discernment.
Uh-huh.
So then, whoever is angry, if he is a powerful person, has simple strength by reason of his anger. First, through the power and support of his subordinates. Second, through his wealth, by which he can win by persuasive acts and triumph in injustice. Third, he Third, he has the natural force of his own body, and through it he accomplishes evil. That's deep right there. That's so
You
deep
see
right
that?
there. Yeah,
Yeah.
because think about any time, like think about when you get mad and you break something. Think about when you got mad at somebody and you wanted to get back so bad that you did whatever you could to throw you and that person under the bus just for the sake of you throwing them under the bus. Think
Yes,
about
sir.
think about when you get mad and you have some people that get mad with you, and now y'all plotting together and sticking to whatever it is that y'all plotting together with until it's complete. That's
And
deep
you
right
heard what he
there.
said. Don't let them have a little money or influence,
Mhm.
because they gonna use that too.
Right.
Hey, can you read right there that 3-2 and stop at that colon? I mean comma, a
Yeah, it's
comma right there.
you
That's
right.
colon. Okay,
Yeah.
stop at that colon right there for me.
Semicolon, actually. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah, semicolon.
The
Thank you,
force
brother.
has strange. You welcome. The force has strange effects on the body of the angry man.
It has strange effects. Now, brothers and sisters, that I want y'all to look at your screen. KG, take your screen down. All you got to do is just remove screen, hit remove screen, and then that way you ain't got to redo all
No,
that.
I got it down. Go ahead.
So, look, brothers and sisters, at your screen. It says anger triggers the body's fight or flight response, flooding your system with stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. This causes your heart rate, blood pressure, breathing to rapidly increase while diverting blood away from your gut and toward your muscles to prepare for immediate physical action. Y'all see that?
Yes,
So,
sir.
so this is what it does to the cardiovascular strain. Cardiovascular strain. A sudden surge of anger elevates the risk of what? Heart distress, heart attacks, and strokes. Over time, chronic anger damages blood vessels and increases your baseline blood pressure. What's that say? How you say that? Musculoskeletal tension. Tension.
Uh-huh.
Your muscles tighten, frequently leading to clenched jaws, sore shoulders, and tense headaches,
Yep.
digestive issues. Because blood flow is redirected away from the gastro, gastro, test.
Gastrointestinal.
There you, thank you, brother.
Mhm.
Track. Anger can cause stomach pain, acid reflux, and irritable bowel syndrome (IBS). I'm about through, brother Steph. I just want to show the people what it does to the body. Immune suppression. Chronic surges of cortisol suppresses your natural immune response, making you more susceptible to infections and illness. And of course, you know anger does affect your mental health and sleep. So, brothers and sisters, I want to just show you why Mikael always got to keep you laughing, because y'all be too angry and too serious all the time. Go ahead, brother. Take it away.
All right, KG. We gonna stop at the end of chapter 4, but I want you to pick it back up right there at chapter 3, verse 5. Read that, Hebrew.
All right. Let me get it back up there. All right. You said start at 3 and 5.
Yes, sir.
All right.
But if the angry
All right.
one is a weak person.
All right, but if the angry one is a weak person, his strength is twice that of nature, for anger always supports such a person in their transgression.
You see that?
This,
So
Mhm.
even if it's a weak person, when they're angry, their strength is double. You see that?
Mhm.
Think about that now. That's why you can reach and grab one of these little skinny people when they mad. when they
And
mad and it
they
feel like
throw
they
you,
strong as the ox.
yeah, and they throw you across the room.
Yeah, that's right. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead. We're gonna read on down. I ain't gonna stop you. Go ahead.
All right, 3 and
Yes, I
6.
am. Go ahead.
All right. The spirit always
Oh, he told a
moves.
lie on the Shabbat.
The spirit always moves with falsehood at the right hand of Satan. in order that such deeds may be done through savagery and deception.
Okay, it said this spirit always moves with the falsehood at the right hand of Satan. We talking about anger. It said it's a falsehood that moves at the right hand of Satan. Go ahead, start at that 4:1.
I mean, look at it though, Hebrew. That's a powerful script right there. This spirit always moves with what? Falsehood, lies at the right hand of Satan. What gets the fight started? If it starts off as what? He say, she say, but lies.
That's right. Lies.
And here come who? And here comes Satan. Next thing you know, you got a man shooting in the hood. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna give the biblical example to this. Remember now, like you said, Mikael, this is it's a spirit, right? It's and technically, if it's around Satan, it got to be evil, right?
Yeah.
What type of spirit did Saul have on him?
An angry spirit.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Was he not acting? Was he not acting in these same? He could throw his javelin and get it stuck in the wall. It was so big, or he was throwing it so.
Yeah, he wanted to kill David so bad.
He wanted to kill David so bad. That's the evil spirit that was on him.
But he didn't want to kill that Amalekite king though.
Right. I just wanted to throw that out there. Go ahead.
Okay, see, it said this spirit always moves with falsehood. That's in your camps. Here comes Satan, disrupting everything. Because the spirit of anger is on somebody. This is powerful, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, pick it up at that 4:1. We're gonna read chapter 4. We're gonna stop right there.
Okay. Understand then the power of anger, that it is senseless. First, it arouses by spoken word. Then, by action, it gives strength to the one who is aroused. By sharp losses, it perturbs his mind, and thus arouses his soul with great anger. What
did I just say? What did it start with words? Did I just say that? I didn't even read verse 2. But go ahead, bro. Let me be quiet because I'm taking over Stephanie. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, bro. Bring it out.
All right. Go ahead, y'all. Let's ride.
All right. When anyone speaks against you, do not be moved to anger. And if anyone praises you as being kind, do not be elated. Don't get the big head. Nor be carried away, neither by pleasure nor by shame. First, it is pleasant to hear, and thus it sharpens the mind to be sensitive to some provocation. And then when anyone is aroused by anger, it makes him suppose his self-esteem is justified. If you suffer a loss, if you undergo the destruction of anything, do not become alarmed, my children, because this spirit makes one desire what is transitory in order that he might be made angry over what he is missing. Make you feel like you deserve whatever it is that you're missing, and when you can't get it, you get upset about it.
That's right. You get angry. That's what he's talking about. Bring it out, Hebrew.
If you lose something by your own action or otherwise, do not be sorrowful, for grief arouses anger as well as deceit. Think about when you've had a loved one get murdered by somebody, and you feel like it's their fault. That's basically a good example for what 4 and 6 is talking about. 4 and 7, anger and falsehood together are a double-edged evil. Not sword, evil, and work together to perturb the reason. And when the soul is continually perturbed, the Lord withdraws from it, and Beliar, Satan, rules it.
You see that? It's saying, and when a soul is continually perturbed, the Lord withdraws from that soul. But when the Lord withdraws from it, what did it say? And Satan rules it. So these are just some words of wisdom from our forefather Dan. And Dan in his old age became wise because he made a lot of mistakes. And the good thing about it, what we see with these testaments of our patriarchs, is they repented at the end. You know what I'm saying? They acknowledge their sins. Now let's move on.
Whoa. Please read 5:1-4, please. Read Hebrew. Because he
Man,
telling oh, go ahead, bro. We good.
I got a lot of stuff.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because we gonna get to Naphtali, and he good too.
Hebrew, go ahead.
All right. Now moving on to Naphtali, right? Naphtali, we're gonna start in Genesis chapter 30 and verse 8. Genesis chapter 30 and verse 8.
All right. Genesis chapter 30 and verse 8. And Rachel said, with great wrestlings have I wrestled with my sister, and I have prevailed. And she called his name Naphtali. When Leah saw that she had left barren, she took Zilpah, her maid, and gave her Jacob to wife. And Zilpah, Leah's maid, bare Jacob a son. And Leah said, a troop cometh. And she called his name Gad.
Stop right there on Naphtali. Now, Naphtali name means wrestling. His name means wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Now, read that scripture one more time, Hebrew. That we started with right there in Genesis 30 and 8. Read that one more time.
All right. And Rachel said, with great wrestlings have I wrestled with my sister, and I have prevailed. And she called his name Naphtali.
Okay, so Naphtali name means wrestling because she said, I wrestled with my sister. Now, let's talk about a couple of his attributes, right? He was good with struggle. Naphtali had great endurance. He was very eloquent. And he had a free spirit. Now, Naphtali represents victory through wrestling. He represents when you wrestling with something and you come out on the other side victorious. That's what he represents, right? Now, as we look at this, we see that Naphtali, let's go to Genesis 49 and 21, Cortez.
All right. Genesis 49 and 21. And it reads, Naphtali is a hind let loose. He give goodly words.
Okay. Now let's look at that word hind. Naphtali is a hind let loose. Now let's look at that word hind. That word hind means, in the biblical outline usage, it means a doe, a deer, or hind. So Naphtali is like a deer that you had on a rope. You had him tied up. And you suddenly take that rope off of him and he bolted across the field. Envision that in your mind. That's how the scripture describes Naphtali. It says he's a hind let loose. He giveth goodly words. Kind of like Brother KG. KG, one of those brothers, no matter what the situation is, that brother always got something good. He gonna find something good in it. And that's the way Naphtali was. He always has good words to give somebody. Let's go to Deuteronomy. What you got, Mike?
Yeah. What you got, Mike?
I ain't got good words. I don't have good. Me and Cortez don't have good words.
I was just pointing out the brother KG, man. He's just a real positive brother, you know. Y'all brothers have good words too. Yeah, man.
Oh, so we ain't positive either?
Y'all brothers positive. Deuteronomy 33 and 23, Cortez. I ain't stunning you, Mike.
All right, Deuteronomy 33 and 23. And of Naphtali, he said, O Naphtali, satisfied with favor and full with blessings of the Lord, possess thou the west and the south.
So he gave Naphtali the west and the south. This is when the land was being distributed. He gave him the west and the south. Okay, brother Mikael, I'm finna give you what you want. Let's go back to the testaments of the 12 patriarchs, and let's go to the book of Naphtali.
Hold on before you start reading. Let me put it on the super screen for the brothers and sisters. All right, go ahead, bro.
All right, we're going to start at verse 1, KG.
I get it, KG. I give you a break. All right.
I've
copy.
been on mute. My bad. I was sitting here reading. My bad. I got it.
Oh, and by the way, Naphtali is the architect of speed. He's the architect of speed. Let's go, brother Mikael. Verse 1.
A copy of the testament of Naphtali, which he decreed at the time of his death in the 132nd year of his life.
I
With
like
his
how
son-
you and Cortez keep correcting me. What is it, Naphtali? How y'all say it? Naphtali?
Naphtali.
Okay, Naphtali. All right, let's go.
All right, y'all. Let's go, family. When his sons were gathered together in the 7th month, on the 4th day of the month, and he was in good health.
He was 132 years old, too. Go ahead, Mike.
He was in good health, and he gave a feast and a drinking party. Y'all see where we get? Y'all see where we get this stuff from?
Hey, you know that truth start coming out when that drink come out. Go ahead.
Yeah, the drink is out. All right. After he awoke early the next morning, he told them, "I am dying," but they did not believe him. And while he was blessing the Lord, he confirmed that after the previous day's feast, he would die. Then he began to say to his sons, "Listen, my children, sons of Naphtali, hear your father's words."
Stop right there, Mike. Now, the Most High gave our forefathers insight to when their days were going to come to an end. He gave them the opportunity to speak with their children and their grandchildren and their great-grandchildren. Gave them a chance of repentance as well. All right, go ahead, Mikael.
I was born from Bilhah. Rachel acted by trickery, giving Bilhah to Jacob in place of herself, and she bore me on the knees of Rachel, for which reason she called me Naphtali. Joshua 31.
No, stop right there. Jasher.
Jasher
31 and 16. That's a reference.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Hebrew.
Rachel loved me because I was born in her lap. While I was tender in appearance, she would kiss me and say, May I see a brother of yours like you from my own womb.
So Rachel loved Naphtali. He was a beautiful child. She would kiss him and say, my wish is to have a child from my own womb that looked like you. Naphtali probably had muscles and probably had a nice complexion, probably had a pretty smile, teeth were super straight, probably had curly hair like Brother Mikael. You know, she liked the way he looked. Go ahead, brother.
pretty eyes like Cortez. Okay,
That's right.
Dust. Thus Joseph was like me in every way, in keeping with Rachel's prayer. But my mother was Bilhah, daughter of Rothios, Deborah's brother, nurse of Rebekah. She was born the very day on which Rachel was born. Rothios was of Abraham's tribe, a Chaldean.
Okay, stop right there. Stop right there. His mother was the daughter of Rathios. And guess what it said? Rathios was of Abraham's tribe, a Chaldean, one who honored God, free and well born. So now listen. What do they tell you? She was an Israelite. She was a Hebrew. She was a Hebrew. Go ahead, Hebrew.
But he was taken captive and bought by Laban, who gave him Aniah, his servant girl, as a wife. She bore a daughter and called her Zepha, from the name of the village in which he had been taken captive. After that she bore Bilhah, saying, My daughter is ever eager for new things. No sooner had she been born than she hurried to start sucking.
Mm-hmm.
Since I was light on my feet like a deer, my father Jacob appointed me for all missions and messages, and as a deer, he blessed me.
Okay, stop right there. Now, family, don't get this confused right here. Because we read the feats of our forefathers. When they say that Naphtali was like a deer, he was really like a deer. This brother could run on top of corn stalks. He was so fast. And then I'm going to tell y'all this. If you don't believe it, look at people like Deion Sanders. Look at people like Chris Johnson. Look at these brothers that run 4.2 and 4.140 yard dashes. Do you think that they had anything on Naphtali? This brother was like a deer. He could run so fast, Jacob would send him from village to village to send messages. He was like the mail carrier before the mail carrier. They had horses. He didn't need no horse.
He outran them too.
That's right. Go ahead, brother.
For just as a potter knows the pot, how much it holds, and brings clay for it accordingly, so also the Lord forms the body in a correspondence. Okay, let me start over. Also, the Lord forms the body in correspondence to the spirit, and instills the spirit corresponding to the power of the body. And from one to the other, there is no discrepancy, not so much as a third of a hair. For all creation of the Most High was according to height, measure, and standard.
Uh-huh.
So with other words, it said when he made you and fashioned you in your mother's womb, he knew, he told that body and that spirit, this is how tall you're gonna be, this is how big you're gonna be, and so on and so on.
And this how fast you're gonna be.
And this how fast you're gonna be. Okay. Oh, and
right.
What gender? Go ahead, let's read right. Verse 4. And just as a potter knows the use of each vessel, okay, KG messed me up when he was moving. You good, KG? And just as the potter knows the use of each vessel and to what it is suited, so also the Lord knows the body to what extent it will persist in goodness, and when it will be dominated by evil.
That's right.
For there is no form or conception which the Lord does not know, since he created every human being according to his own image. Genesis 1, chapter 1, verse 27.
27. That's right.
As a person's strength, so also is his work. As is his mind, so also is his skill. As is his plan, so also is his achievement. As is his heart, so is his speech. As is his eye, so also is his sleep. As is his soul, so also is his thought. Whether on the Lord, whether on the law of the Lord or on the law of Balaam, Satan.
As there is no distinction between light and darkness, between seeing and hearing, thus there is no distinction between man and man, and between woman and woman. One cannot say they are one in appearance or rank, for God made all things good in their order. The five senses in the head he attached to the nipple, in addition to the hair for the enhancement of appearance. Then the heart for prudence, the belly for excretion from the stomach, the windpipe for health, the liver for anger, the gallbladder for bitterness, the spleen for laughter, the kidney for craftiness, the loins for power, the lung for the chest, the hips for strength, and so on. Thus, my children, you exist in accord with the order for a good purpose in fear, reverence of God. Do nothing in disorderly manner, arrogantly, or at an inappropriate time. If you tell the eye to hear, it cannot. So you are unable to perform the works of light while you are in darkness. Do not strive to corrupt your actions through artifice, or to beguile your souls by empty phrases, because those who are silent in purity of heart will be able to hold fast God's will and to shut aside the will of Balaam, Satan. So, family, these are the traits of Naphtali, our forefather. So, now let's move on to the next forefather. Let's move on to Asher. Now, Asher, give me 1 second.
Lord have mercy.
Now, Asher name means happy or blessed. Asher is the architect of prosperity. His attributes are prosperity, richness. He was a rich man. Provision. Asher represents abundance and royal delicacies. See, Asher had it going on financially. Asher was caked up. Asher was good with finances. And if y'all watch part 1 and part 2, y'all remember me talking about how they had to separate us as a nation because each tribe had their attributes. Each tribe had their gifts. It had their talents, their skills. And they knew that if they left us all together as the 12 tribes, there was no way they could hold us down because we are too strong together. It's like we're like a puzzle piece. We're kind of like, y'all remember back in the days that cartoon that used to come on.
Which one you talking about, Hebrew?
What was the name of it? They would all come together and form this one big robot, and they would have a knife. What was the name of that cartoon?
One Transformer.
No, one was green, one was yellow, one was red, and one was blue.
Power Rangers.
Power Rangers. That's the.
You said cartoon, Hebrew.
Man, you threw me off so bad just then. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, but when they was apart, if you got one over here fighting and one over there, they only had one power. But if you got them all together and let them form together, and they became that big robot, it wasn't nothing you could do with them because all of their powers were combined together.
The Megazord. Yeah, I'm with you. now.
That's the way the 12 tribes is.
He know the name.
Y'all know, you know. Okay.
Oh, I'm talking about KG. You call him the Megazord. I said, boy, he
man, let's call him Megazord, man. I know this.
Now, hey, let's go to Genesis chapter 30 and let's read verse 13. Genesis
it on the
30 and
screen?
13.
Let the KG get it on the screen, Hebrew, for our family listening.
Genesis 30 and 13. Now, y'all pay attention to this now. Bilhah got 2 boys. Leah got 4. That's 6 so far. We on number 6.
Oh,
This is number 7.
All right. Genesis 30 and 13. And Leah said, Happy am I, for the daughters will call me blessed, and she called his name Asher.
Okay. Now we see in that verse 13, this is the son of Leah again. Leah said, Happy am I, for the daughters will call me blessed. And she called his name Asher. Now, Asher grew up to be very wise financially. He was a smart brother. He knew about finance. Let's go to let's stay in Genesis and let's go to 49, chapter 49 and verse 20.
Genesis 49 and verse 20, Hebrew.
That's right. Genesis 49 and verse 20.
All right. Let's turn one more page. Well, I lied. I got to turn one more page. Sorry. Genesis 49 and verse 20. Out of Asher his bread shall be fat, and he shall yield raw dainties.
So out of Asher his bread shall be fat. Y'all know what that means. He gonna have things in abundance. And he shall yield royal dainties. Now let's look at this dainties. What is that dainties? He shall yield dainties. Dainties is food delight. Food delight. Okay? And shall be fat. Let's look at that fat. That fat means rich, robust. Fat, rich of food. Stout, robust of men. Fat, rich, robust. So it was prophesied that Asher was going to be rich. Let's go to Deuteronomy 33 and let's read verse 25 and 24 and 25.
Deuteronomy 33, 24 and 25. And of Asher he said, Let Asher be blessed with children. Let him be acceptable to his brethren, and let him dip his foot in oil. Thy shoes shall be iron and brass, and as thy days, so shall thy strength be.
All praise to the Most High. So we looking at the prophecy, we looking at the blessings, we looking at what the Most High is giving to him through their father handing out their blessings. Now, let's go to the testaments of Asher. Let's go to the testaments of the 12 patriarchs. And let's look at Asher.
all right, everybody can see that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, Book of Asher, chapter 1 and verse 1. A copy of the testament of Asher, the things he spoke to his sons in the 125th year of his life. While he was still healthy, he said to them, Listen, children of Asher, to your father, and I will show you everything that is right in the sight of God. God has granted 2 ways to the sons of men, 2 mindsets, 2 lines of actions, two models, and two goals. Accordingly, everything is in pairs, the one over against the other. The two ways are good and evil. Concerning them are two dispositions within our breasts that choose between them. If the soul wants to follow the good way, all of its deeds are done in righteousness, and every sin is immediately repented. Contemplating
Every
just
sin,
deeds.
he said, if the soul wants to follow the good way, all his good deeds are done in righteousness, and every sin is immediately repented. Go ahead, Hebrew.
All right, chapter 1 and verse 7. Contemplating just deeds and rejecting wickedness, the soul overcomes evil and uproots sin. But if the mind is disposed toward evil, all of its deeds are wicked, driving out the good. It accepts the evil and is overmastered by Beliar or Satan, who, even when good is undertaken, presses the struggle so as to make the aim of his action into evil, since the devil's storehouse is filled with the vermin of the evil spirit. The soul.
Oh, the devil's what? Storehouse. So it's an old saying out here. I'm pretty sure everybody heard it. If not, here you go. It says an idle mind is a devil's playground.
Workshop.
So don't let your mind become a playground or a workshop for Satan.
Or a storehouse.
Storehouse. Go ahead, bro.
Chapter
Hey,
2
it
and
says
1.
filled with the vermin of evil spirits.
Chapter 2 and verse 1. The soul, they say, may in words express good for the sake of evil, but the outcome of the actions leads to evil. There is a man who has no mercy on the one who serves him in performing an evil deed. There are two aspects of this, but the whole is wicked. And there is a man who loves the one who does the evil, as he is himself involved in evil, so that he will choose to die in evil for the evildoer's sake.
Now that goes back to that scripture in Amos 3 and 4, I believe, or 5. It says, how can two be together lest they agree?
How can two walk together unless they agree?
All right, go ahead.
There are also two aspects of this, but the whole situation is evil. Although indeed love is there, yet in wickedness is evil concealed. In name it is as though it were good, but the outcome of the act is to bring evil. Someone steals, deals unjustly, robs, cheats, but yet has pity on the poor. This also has two aspects, but is evil as a whole.
Hey, now stop.
Whoa. Go ahead, Steph. Go ahead.
Okay, so it says someone steals and deals unjustly. They rob and cheat, but they have pity on the poor, right? He said this also has two aspects, but it's evil as a whole, because even though you might have did that good deed, look at all the sin that you committing. And it's just like the drug dealer sell crack to your grandmama and your auntie and your uncles and your cousin and your daddy all year long. Then on Thanksgiving, he hand out turkeys. But he done caused you to live in hell all year long. Your mama can't pay the bills. You ain't got shoes and clothes to wear to school. But he gonna bring you that turkey on Thanksgiving. It's the same thing, bro.
Another
I was thinking about that. In the New Jack City, when Wesley Snipes was doing all that evil, and then on Thanksgiving he bought all those turkeys.
Yeah.
Yep. Another example of this though would be like when you have
11 the whole lump. You right? What'd you say, KG?
Another example of this would be like when you have the two friends. One is stealing or doing wrong, robbing, trying to get to a better place, and then you have that other one that just does it for quote unquote the love of the game. One has good intentions, the other one has evil intentions, but at the end of the day, they're still doing evil. That's also what it's saying too.
That's right. We're gonna stop at the end of chapter 2 at verse 10.
All right. He who cheats, chapter 2 and verse 6. He who cheats his neighbor provokes God's wrath. He who serves falsely before the Most High and yet has mercy on the poor disregards the Lord who uttered the law's commands. He provokes him, and yet he alleviates the plight of the poor day laborer. He defiles the soul and takes pride in his own body. He kills many, yet has pity on a few. This also has two aspects, but is evil as a whole. Someone else commits adultery and is sexually promiscuous, yet is abstinence, moderate in his eating. While fasting, he is committing evil deeds. Through the power of his wealth, he ravages many, and yet in spite of his excessive evil, he performs the commandments. This also has two aspects, but he is...
Whoa. That cut me right there, boy. That cut hard.
Let me read that again.
Yeah, read that again.
Where was that at? It was that 6 through 7? All right,
Verse
verse 8. I'm gonna read 8. I'm gonna read 8. Someone else commits adultery and is sexually promiscuous, yet is abstinence, moderate in his eating. While fasting, he is committing evil deeds. Through the power of his wealth, he ravages many, and yet in spite of his excessive evil, he performs the commandments.
How you do that?
Easy. People do it every day.
Yeah, but see, that goes back in that James where he talks about a double mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's being double-minded right there. That's what this is. This is a double-minded, sexually promiscuous.
This is the lukewarm analogy.
Right.
Wow,
right. The revelation.
This the I'll spew you out analogy.
Yeah.
While fasting,
because verse 9 says this also has two aspects, but it's evil as a whole. It says such persons are hares, because although they are halfway clean, in truth they are unclean. For this is what God has said on the tablets of the commandments. So he said, I can't have you lukewarm. I'd rather have you hot or cold.
Mm-mm.
Hey, we all guilty of verse 8. We all guilty of verse 8 and 9.
Yeah, to some degree, yeah. To some degree, which goes back to the filthy rags scripture.
Okay, brothers, I'm gonna have to end the lesson right here because I gotta get back to work. I gotta stop right here tonight. I apologize, but I gotta stop right here, family.
Man, you just ain't gonna do Gad, huh? You got something against Gad, brother? What is it?
Hey, Gad coming next. Coming next.
Man,
Gad coming next.
Man, you just gonna cut us off like that?
Yeah, he did that.
Brother, you done had me pull over off the road to break out the laptop. Is this what you do to me?
Hey, don't make me feel bad, man, by going to work, man. Hey, I gotta take these folks their paper. They already been calling. But the next one is Issachar. The next one Issachar, then Zebulun.
I thought you said Gad was the next one, brother.
See that? He breaking commandment again.
Oh yeah, Gad is the next one. No, Gad was. I skipped Gad. Gad was after Naphtali.
Oh man.
Oh man,
Oh man.
he
Let's
just
go on
don't
and
want
get
to touch
Gad.
your
Let's
train.
go. Hey, let's go on and get Gad. Let's get Gad.
No,
Okay. No. Gad is the architect of warfare. Gad is the architect of warfare. Now, listen to this. Let's go to Genesis chapter 30 and verse 11.
You say Genesis 30 and 11, right?
Mm-hmm.
Read that for me. Yeah, read that
I
for me.
got. All right,
Hold on.
all right.
Gad is the architect of warfare, and Gad's name means troop or company. His attributes is warfare, resilience. Gad may be overcame for a season, but in the end, now let's go read that Genesis 30 and 11.
Genesis 30 and 11, family. And Leah said, "A troop cometh," and she called his name Gad.
Stop right now. Here go another one for Leah. Leah up. Hey, Leah is up, man.
Yeah, when you go back and you just read it, you realize Leah was really
This number 5 for Leah.
yeah.
Yeah. Y'all hear that, sister? That's 5 for Leah. Come on, sisters. 5. I don't know, man. Granny pushed out 12.
For Leah now.
Yeah, you got
No, this 6 for Leah.
That's 6 for her.
6, and Belha got 2. Yeah, that's 8. This one again. Leah said,
I wonder
"A
how
troop
old was
cometh."
these sisters.
Mike, can you hear me?
Now I can't.
Mike,
You were going in and out.
okay. Read that Genesis 30 and 11.
Genesis 30 and 11. And Leah said, "A troop cometh," and she called his name Gad.
So that's why his name means troop or company. Group or company. Now, let's go to Genesis 49, Brother Mikael, and read verse 19.
Genesis 49. Excuse me. Genesis 49 and verse 19. Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. KG, I think Brother Stephen breaking up.
Yeah, he gotta be. He gotta be.
All right, Hebrew. Let's go to Deuteronomy. Let's go to Deuteronomy 33. Read.
What you say,
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you breaking up, Hebrew.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Give me Deuteronomy 33, 20 and 21. Yeah, I hear y'all.
And of Gad he said, "Blessed be he that enlargeth Gad. He dwelleth as a lion, and teareth the arm with the crown of the head. And he provided the first part for himself, because there, in a portion of the lawgiver, was he seated. And he came with the heads of the people. He executed justice of the Lord, and his judgments with Israel.
Let's go back to the testaments of the 12 patriarchs. And let's go to the testament of Gad.
Say it again, brother. Yeah, brother Steph, you breaking up.
12 patriarchs, testament of Gad. Testament of Gad. Let's go to the testaments of Gad.
Yeah, I'm looking for it, bro. Give me
12
1 second.
patriarchs.
That's Judah. Wait a minute. Zebulon. Come on, Gad. Dan. Here we go. All right. Can you hear me still? He might be losing service. He might be losing service, Mike. That would have got to be. I'm just gonna read. I'm just gonna go and start reading. Book of Gad, chapter 1, verse 1. A copy of the testament of Gad concerning what he said to his sons in the 127th year of his life, saying, I was Jacob's ninth son. Among the shepherds, I was brave. I guarded the flock at night. And when the lion came, the wolf, the leopard, the bear, or any other wild animal attacked the flock, I pursued it, seized it by the foot with my hand, crushed and blinded it, and hurled it a distance of 1,200 feet.
Stop right there. Stop right there. It said, I was Jacob's ninth son. Among the shepherds, I was brave. I was brave. Why you think on the Western movies, what do they call the young Indians?
I don't know what they call them.
They call them braves.
Yeah, you're right.
Call them braves.
You're right.
It say, I guarded the flock at night, and when the lion came, the wolf, the leopard, the bear, and any other wild animal attacked the flock, I pursued it, seized it by the foot with my hand, crushed and blinded it, and hurled it a distance of 1,200 feet. Wait a minute, y'all.
That's my granddaddy. Yeah. Get him, Gad. Yeah.
Hey,
Shout out to the two, but
he threw it 1,200 feet. But first he said he crushed it and blinded it. Then he threw it a distance of 1,200 feet. You say, now Joseph was tending the flock with me for about 30 days. And since he was delicate, here go little young Joseph with the coat of many color, having his dreams and all that. Gad said he was delicate. He became faint from the heat and went back to Hebron to his father. He made Joseph lie down close to him because he loved him. And Joseph said to his father, the sons of Zilpah and Bilhah are killing the best animals and eating them against the advice of Judah and Reuben. He saw that I had set free a lamb from the mouth of a bear, which I didn't kill. But that I killed the lamb when I was saddened to see that it was too weak to live, and we had eaten it. This he told our father. On this matter I bore a grudge against Joseph until the day he was sold into Egypt. Now, Here go Gad mad at Joseph. Because Joseph didn't tell the whole story.
Uh-oh.
Only thing Joseph said, Daddy, he killing them, he eating them.
Oh, so Joseph wasn't so good after all, huh?
He wasn't as innocent as everybody make him out to be. Because Joseph told her
You ain't gonna
half
talk
truth.
about my uncle. You ain't gonna talk about my uncle. Yeah,
Hey,
Judah,
Hey,
Gad, watch it.
hey, he told her half truth now. Why he didn't say, Daddy, Gad was rescuing the lamb from a bear or a lion or a leopard or whatever. And he killed the leopard, a lion or whatever. But by the time he killed it, it had injured the lamb. So they went ahead and just killed it, and they ate it. Right? So then Gad had a grudge against Joseph. It say the spirit of hatred was in me because he had eaten the newborn of the flock without Judah. And whatever Joseph told our father, he believed him. I now confess my sin, children, that frequently I wanted to kill him. To the depths of my soul, I hated him. And any inner feeling of mercy toward him was completely absent. Because of his dreams, my hatred toward him increased. And I wanted to gobble him from among the living as an ox gobbles up grass from the ground.
Hey, brother Steph, KG, you don't secretly hate any of us, do you?
No, y'all good.
All right, go ahead, brother Steph.
For this reason, Judah and I sold him to the Ishmaelites for 30 pieces of gold. We hid 10 pieces and showed only 20 to our brothers. Genesis 37 and hey, that's
boy, if that ain't Israel, if that ain't Israel, boy, that ain't people. Hey, brother Stephen, sell my car for me. I want it sold for 5. Brother Stephen would have sold it for 10. He go your 5. But he, man, if that ain't a Negro, I don't know what it is.
Give me 2.5. Now here go your 2.5. Here go your 2.5, and I'm gonna get my 2.5 plus
boy,
5. I'm gonna get 7.5.
Hey, if that ain't our people, I don't know what is, bro.
Sister Psalm, you can order this book on Amazon, sis. You can find it on Amazon. But you're not gonna tell me that this ain't the mindset of Judah.
Man, this is the mindset of the whole 12.
He said, for this reason, Judah and I sold him to the Ishmaelites for 30 pieces of gold. We hid 10 pieces. and showed only 20 to our brothers.
That's Judah. That's Judah.
Hey, Mike, get Genesis 37 and 28, Mike.
Genesis 37 and 28.
37 and 28.
Hold on, let me get there. Genesis 37 and 28. Genesis chapter 37, verse 28. Then there passed by Mennonites, merchant men, and they drew and lifted up Joseph out of the pit and sold Joseph to the Ishmaelites for 20 pieces of silver, and they brought Joseph into Egypt.
So we see it was really 30 pieces. But they only told him about 20. You see it, don't it? It said, thus it was through greed that our plot to kill him was carried out. But the God of my fathers rescued him from my hand so that I might not perform a lawless deed in Israel. And now, children, listen to the words of truth, to perform justice in every law of the Most High, not to be led astray by the spirit of hatred, because it is evil beyond all human deeds. Whatever anyone does, he who hates is revolted. If he fears, reverences the Lord, and hopes for good things, the hater has no love for him. The hater disparages truth, envies the successful person. It said the hater disparages truth, envies the successful person, relishes slander, loves arrogance, because hatred blinds the soul. It was in this way that I regarded Joseph. Beware, my children, of those who hate, because it leads to lawlessness against the Lord himself. Hatred does not want to hear repeated. Hatred does not want to hear repeated his commands concerning love of neighbor, and thus it sins against God. For if a brother makes a false step, immediately it wants to spread the tale to everyone, and is eager to have him condemned for it, punished, and executed. If the hater is a slave, he conspires against his master, and whenever difficulty arises, it plots how it might be killed. So that's a little bit about our forefather Gad. Some of his feats, some of his faults, but he repented. So all praises to the Most High.
There will be no gas slander at this moment. Granddaddy was
So-
a finessing king. Okay? Leave him alone. You talk bad about him. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. That's my lesson for tonight, family. Hey, I appreciate y'all tuning in. All praises to the Most High. I hope somebody was edified, but most of all, I pray that the Most High was glorified. I really hope that this series is blessing y'all, family. It's a lot of good information. It's some things you can laugh about in here. It's some things that make you proud. It's some things to pull at your heartstrings. You know, it's a lot of wisdom. It's a lot of encouragement. So hey, I pray that y'all enjoying this series. I'm enjoying teaching it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot in it, man. And I enjoy lessons like this. But man, all praise to the Most High. I yield.
Hey man, you gonna have to finish this. You can't teach nothing else until you finish this, my friend.
Hey,
You
I
gotta
ain't got
finish
but one
this.
more. It's gonna be one more. That's it.
Yeah, man. Hey,
I got
I
one more
enjoy.
here, bro. It's gonna be a
I,
part 4. That's gonna be it.
hey, I'm with Sister Veronica. I gotta go ahead and order the book and go and read it. Cause it's some good eating in there. But
Oh yeah, it is, bro. And it lined up with the 66. So all
yes,
praise
sir.
to the Most High.
Yes, sir, man. I enjoy it though, man. Like I said, I always enjoy, man. These the lessons right here, brothers and sisters. You really need these the ones you gotta lock in and listen to, because this right here, it increases. You learn stuff about yourself. You learn stuff about that you may not have quite understood in the scripture. You know, it's a lot of good eating in this, man. I really be appreciating these lessons, bro. I really do. But all praises, man. All
Man,
praises.
excellent lesson, bro. Excellent lesson. I always enjoy reading about the patriarchs, and like I said, it just refreshes the memory. Uh, and yeah, brothers. Shout out to B Note. He in the chat. He love y'all music too. I played some of y'all music the Wednesday night, and that brother love y'all music. So y'all give that brother a shout out, bro.
Man, all praise to the Most High.
Shout out to you, brother B Notes. Shabbat Shalom. That's the Sister Arlene. That's the name of the book for you right there. It's on the screen. The Testaments of the 12 Patriarchs of the House of Israel. You can order this book off Amazon, or if you prefer to read it off your phone, that's basically you can get the PDF offline, because that's basically what I'm reading it from right now. For anybody that's interested, it's a lot of good eating in there. But like I always say, brothers and sisters, if you are not strong in your foundations, now this is one of the more safer ones, but make sure that your foundation is where it need to be before you get to hopping off into these other books. I'm not saying
And
increase the knowledge, but I am telling you to be strong in your foundation.
and you see, like the brother said, be strong in y'all foundation. Reading these other books, y'all see how while we was reading this, we was bringing up scriptures, backing it up, showing you that it do
Mhm.
line up with your Bible. And like how Brother Stephen showed how the Bible said 20 pieces of silver, but over here in the Testaments of the Patriarch, they said they took 30, they made 30, but only showed 20, right? Took 10 of it and showed 20. Did
Mhm.
the Bible mention the 20? Okay, then. See, this is how you line up, line it up. But you got to be strong in the Bible, the 66 books before you venture off, and the
Mhm.
Apocrypha before you venture off.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But we got any announcements. I will be teaching the Shabbat class tomorrow, brothers and sisters. The 11 o'clock Shabbat class. So come on in, get some good eating, be with your brother. You know how I do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know how I do. So we're gonna have a great time tomorrow. But you know, get in where you
Yeah,
fit in, my
yeah.
brothers and sisters.
We will be live in living color together on Shabbat day. All praises. Looking forward toward it. We will start at 11 o'clock. Is it 11 o'clock? Yeah, 11 o'clock.
Yeah, 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock.
a.m. We will be in Baldwin at the spot. So same weekly schedule. Tuesday is back to the basics with KG at 6 o'clock. Wednesday is prayer call at 8 o'clock. Friday is back. Friday. Friday is put your weight on it, and then so on and so on. That class as well on Friday starts at 6. At 7 o'clock. And be looking for surprise visits on the days we're not broadcasting, like we did this week. We was live Wednesday and Thursday, so we gave y'all a good action-packed week this week. So y'all got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Hey, you get started. You got 5 days. You got 5 days of straight fire.
Yes, sir. Yes,
That's
sir.
all I have, Hebrew. That's all I have.
I see you, Sister Brenda. Yeah, I'll praise. I'll praise. I'll praise. All right, who want to do the shout outs tonight?
All right. Shout outs tonight. We got
y'all handle it. Go ahead.
we got Sister Brenda Hill in the building. We got excuse me. We got Sister Arlene in the building. We got Sister Mother Mary in the building. We got Sister Kia Vacation in the building.
Shabbat Shalom.
We got Brother B Note 619 in the building.
Shabbat Shalom, brother.
We got our beloved brother Dark Black Tea in the building.
Shabbat Shalom, cuz.
Yes, sir, cuz. Shalom to you. Let me see. I'm scrolling. We got Sister Sabrina in the building, all the way out of Manhattan, New York. Shalom, sis.
Shabbat Shalom.
Boy, we got Sister Christy Snipes in the building. Shalom, 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 sis.
Shabbat Shalom, sis.
We got Paula James. I think she's out of Oklahoma. Shalom, sis.
Shabbat Shalom.
We got Sister Shadari Yah in the building. Shalom, sis. I think she's out of Gary, Indiana.
Shabbat Shalom.
Or was it Illinois? It's one of them states.
Sister Paula Zane said Voltron. You right, though, sis. It was Megatron. I mean, not Megatron, but it was the Megazord and Voltron. You right.
I think I saw somebody else in here. I don't see. I can only scroll so far. We got Psalms 91 in the building.
Shalom. Sister Sabrina was in the building. You got Sister Arlene.
All Truth. Yeah, All Truth. I saw her. How you say her name? She came in here.
All things truth and holiness.
Yeah, all things truth and holiness. Shalom, sis.
Sister Sabrina was in here. Yasharella was in the building. Shalom, sis.
Yeah, shalom, sis.
Shadara Yah was in the building. That looked like that might be everybody.
I think that's it, Hebrew. I think that's it. Now we got Sister Jim in the building. Where you been?
She was listening in, man. She was getting them notes down, like, you know. Hold on, Sister Veronica, hold on, I got you. I'm finna show you the screen now, so you can look at the screen now, and this is
Hold
what
on,
the cover look like.
Let me blow it up for her. Let's get us off of here. Uh-oh. Okay, there you go.
That is basically what the book looks like. This is what the cover of the book looked like if you was to get the book. Excuse those false images on the cover. But that's what the cover, that's the one that we were reading out of tonight. That's what the cover looks like.
Sister Kiification said, thank you, big brothers and little body. So, little body, that's Cortez. Sister Kia said, shalom, little body.
Shalom, shalom, sis. Shalom, shalom to the rest of the family. Shabbat shalom.
Psalms 91, y'all coming down tomorrow? We can go and close out, brothers.
Yes, sir. Once again, thank you, brothers and sisters, for being with us tonight. And those that come tomorrow, hey, we most certainly love the company as well. But our praises, the word gonna get put out either way. But with that being said, this has been another exciting episode of Put Your Weight on It Fridays. Lord have mercy. I'm still thinking about later SmackDown Thursdays.
Yeah.
And with that, we introduce you to DJ KG Finesse in the building, live on the ones and twos.
Israel, keep the faith. Israel, keep the commandments. Lost sheep.
Yeah.
Order of Melchizedek. Tupelo.
It's been another episode.
Yeah. I can do it again. You know, it's no problem to hit them with a double win.
I
This
didn't
has
get to
been
hear
another exciting episode. Put Your Weight on It Fridays for the double piece for the night. We were going live. DJ Finesse, play me my jams, please.
Mississippi.
Hold on.
Israel,
I
keep
can't
the
hear
faith.
Mike, please.
Israel, keep the commandments. Lost sheep.
I'm playing it. You can't hear it.
No.
Oh, my goodness.
Israel away.
Kill the DJ. Kill the DJ. Please. Kill the DJ.
We just got through doing that lesson where they were talking about
Open your
We'll be live tomorrow.
Yeah, B-Note, we're live tomorrow at 11 a.m. Tomorrow at 11 a.m.
Israel, keep the faith. Israel, keep the commandments. Lost sheep. Order of Melchizedek. Tupelo. Mississippi.
Phones in the air.
Israel, keep the faith. Israel, keep the commandments. Lost sheep. Order of Melchizedek. Michael, keep the faith. Stephen, keep the commandments. Cortez, keep the faith. KG, keep the commandments. Israel, keep the faith. Israel, keep the commandments. Lost sheep. Order of Melchizedek. Tupelo, Mississippi. We love the Most High. We serve the Most High. We love the Most High. We serve the Most High. Tupelo,
They will start reading
Mississippi.
books, and they will realize that the world is so much bigger than the world they live in now. They will never be content to be a slave again. And whatever you do, don't ever let a slave read the Bible. That's the magnitude of reading.